Hi everyone, Miss Moonrise, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Um, this is my second video in this blog series about being trans, and today I'm going to be talking about my coming out story. Everybody has one, and um, people who are thinking about doing it themselves sometimes can benefit from hearing other people talk about theirs to see that everybody kind of has it a little bit scary. So if you could just like and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, here we go. My earliest memories of being a little different as far as my gender, my sexuality, go back to I don't remember which happened first, but I have two memories, and one of them was being at my family's cottage in Maine and coming up with a game where me and my sister, who's only a year and a half younger than me, would switch clothes and switch places, and she would be me and I would be her. And I played it off like it was a kid's game, but I was jealous. And I liked the feeling of wearing the clothes. Also, around the same time period, my mother used to work overnights at a hospital, and so she'd leave at night, and I would, be up to no good, whether it be smoking weed or whatever. But that particular night, I decided to go in her closet and try on a couple of her dresses. I had no idea trans people exist. I thought that there was just something really wrong with me, and I never spoke of it. But also, I remember watching Aladdin as a kid and thinking that if I had a genie, I would just use one wish. As I got older, especially in my teenage years, late teenage years, I always had girlfriends, but I would, try on their panties. I would buy them panties that I thought were cute and wear them myself, and it always felt really exhilarating to wear them. Also, when I was about 16, I hooked up with this guy a few times, and we hung out, and it was my deepest secret. I told myself that I would die with it and never tell anybody. Um, but it just crazy how deep that like internal homophobia goes and fear. Being part of the punk scene kind of had me used to dressing weird and not really being your average person in society. I used to go to punk shows and hardcore shows all the time as a teenager and young adult. Me and my kid's mother used to go to, and one show we went to see Alkaline Trio, and I went in full drag. I used to dress up at the house, and she was cool that it was just like something I did, and I loved the feeling of going out in public wearing clothes like that and having people treat me normal. But a few years later, she cheated on me. I cheated on her with this guy I met on Grindr, and she found out, and she flipped out. After that, I never was able to wear a pair of her underwear again. Before Grindr, I used to use Craigslist because I didn't want to go out and meet guys in person because that would be too gay, and somebody could see me. So I would find anonymous hookups online, and honestly, I'm really lucky. I've never been hurt. Like seriously, I've had some sketchy situations any woman has, but I really am lucky. But again, it was always in the background, always a secret. I was trying really hard to be a real boy. Um, I was self-medicating with drugs, which ended up getting me put in jail. And I wanted to be one of the tough guys, one of the guys that I was attracted to. So I like joined the prison gang culture, and I have the tattoos. Embarrassingly enough, I hate telling people about it. It's like, and after 10 years of conflict with my kid's mother, we finally split up for good. I left, I went into treatment, and at this point, it was no longer a secret that I needed to die with. It was something that I looked at to be like weighing me down to the point of drowning. I wanted to swim to the surface and be okay, because I never really had been before that. So I decided to really look at the root of all this. And I had a case manager that I started talking to, exploring ideas and things. I would be more open, like internally, allowing myself to think of things that I wouldn't before. Also, I had friends that were cool that I talked to regularly about it. And but there was still like a large portion of my life that I didn't tell. Once I left that program, because it was a men's program, I never really told anyone there or dressed up, but I still used Grindr and stuff. But I ended up getting my own room somewhere, and then started buying clothes, makeup. More and more, I'd be in my room at night after work, getting dressed and putting on makeup, looking in the mirror, taking pictures, and I started posting them on Grindr. And before this, I never thought I could be beautiful, like a beautiful woman. But guys on there would be like, "Wow, you're gorgeous," and it made me feel really good. And like maybe there is a possibility of this working for me. So I kept going out dressed up as Chloe, and taking pictures and going on dates like that, and I just loved it. I loved the dynamic between men and women. I like the way guys treat me as a woman instead of a man. It's very like gratifying and validating. And so I gave my last fuck, and I told the girl that I'd been seeing that I was going to do it, and I made an appointment with Planned Parenthood to start HRT. I had the appointment, and I expected to change into a woman overnight. Obviously, that didn't happen, but 18 months later, I'm really happy with the way things are, and I hope that you can see, like, even though my coming out story was full of trauma and abuse and fear, I still went through it. Even though it took me till I was 32 years old, I did it, and I'm so much happier. It's one decision I've never regretted, and so you can do it too. I believe in you. You're beautiful. Alright, well, thank you for watching my video. That's my coming out story. I'd love to hear some of yours. Leave them in the comments, and maybe we can talk about them more in a future video. I will get in touch with anybody who comments, and we can talk about it. I'm always here to answer questions and help people out. Have a good one.